Join the movement. Go all electric with Pure Electric.
G'day, I wanted to acknowledge the traditional owners and the land on which we live, the Ngunnawal people, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. So this is our house, which was built on Passivhaus principles. It replaced a cold icebox of a house which was a monocrete, which had issues in winter with condensation. We salvaged as much as we could from the old house. That included the wood oven, which we were able to sell on, structural timbers from under the floor and the roof, which we reused, bricks from the old house, which we reused, and also even the cast iron bathtub, which we reused. The main reason for building a new house was to get a nice, warm, comfortable home. So to achieve this, we made sure everything was well insulated, which included under the slab and also around the edges of the slab with XPS foam. For the ground floor, we had straw bale. It was in a so-called sit-up product, which were pre-made panels, which could be put together, and in one day we had that ground floor set up. The second story walls had R4 bats with stud framing. All of the exterior walls had a Passivhaus breathable membrane installed, and these were carefully taped by our excellent builder to ensure that there was no uncontrolled air loss and therefore limited loss of heat. We also filled the top story roof with PV panels to get ourselves 11 kilowatts. We built 2 stories so that we could reduce the footprint of the build. That allowed us to keep more of the backyard. We also got more light in from the northern side that way, had better views from that top story, and also had the ability to purge air with that chimney effect after hot summer days, taking advantage of those cooler Canberra nights. We made sure we had a lot of openable windows on the top floor, including ones that were quite high up to maximise the chimney effect. All the windows were triple-glazed, and all the windows and exterior doors had double rubber seals to ensure airtightness, and the exterior doors were also well insulated. There's a lot of glazing to the north to allow in the sun in the winter. But in the summer, we need to keep the sun out. So we have blinds which we can adjust remotely or even program to keep the sun out. And for the rear deck, which faces the north, we have an adjustable pergola that can be extended out to provide shade in the summer and also keep the rain out. And brought back in to allow the sun in when we want the sun. Now, I mentioned that we have an airtight house with all the membranes and air seals. We have our fresh air come in, though. That's controlled fresh air come in through these vents. It comes through a filter, which is in this unit here. And this unit's called an HRV, or a heat recovery ventilation system. It brings in fresh air, filters it, and also takes out the old air. And what it actually does is it runs the air from the house past the incoming air to actually recover some of the heat. So if it's in winter and you've got air coming in at 0 degrees and the air coming out of the house at 20 degrees, it uses that 20-degree air to warm up the incoming air. So you actually have pre-warmed air coming in fresh from outside. The recovered timber from the old house was used to build a bookshelf, to build a sitting sill on one of the windows, and also to make the stairs and balustrades for our staircase. It adds a lot of character and a bit of a story. You can even see the nail holes if you look closely. For the living area, we tried to get open plan living with a lot of light and also a bit of connection to the street at the front. Having open plan and a lot of hard surfaces, including a concrete floor, means there's a risk of reverberation. So we have this sound absorbing plasterboard for the ceiling. The ground floor exterior, where there's straw bale, has lime rendering, which gives them some nice curved features. And we're better to finish up than the bathtub. So this was the cast iron bath that we recovered, and then we got it re-enamelled, and it came up very well.